YouTube? It's your boy Greg, back again with another video. If you're new to this channel, we talk about fragrance related topics. So if there's something that you're interested in, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every single time I upload. Alright, so today I have a video for the fellas, guys. I have a video for the older gentlemen out there, or you know, the young guys with the old man soul, if you know what I'm saying. So this list is going to compose of fragrances that are a bit daring, but they smell really, really good, and they do have somewhat of a classic vibe. You know, they have kind of like a old school vibe to them, but don't let that scare you away. These fragrances are great fragrances and they are attention getters. So let's go ahead and dive into this. So first on the list is probably one of the most daring scents on this list, and it's Gucci Guilty Absolute for men. Alright, so with this fragrance right here, you're getting straight up leather, guys. I'm talking about some hardcore animalic leather. It's so pungent, but I love it. It has a tough, rugged leather scent, guys. It's not one of those easy to wear, crowd-pleasing type of leather scents. It's not like that at all. It's animalic. It is kind of herbaceous, but most of all, it's very, very, very leathery. It's just dark, pungent, and just good. I love that about this fragrance, guys. And although it is, you know, somewhat of a pungent, strong leather animalic scent, it still does have some class to it. It's very classy, very masculine, but I feel if you dress this up correctly, maybe in all black suit, tux, something like that, this is definitely going to do you right. It's going to make people turn their heads. You're going to stand out, and you're definitely probably going to get compliments, but you're probably only going to get compliments from people who are in tune with themselves, if that makes any sense. It's kind of like people that are confident within themselves. They're definitely going to love this, guys. But your everyday crowd-pleasing scent, this is not it. But I'm telling you, it's manly, it's masculine, and it does have that classic feel, like that rough gentleman, just confidence scent, guys. That's what this is right here. It's confidence in a bottle. This is a fragrance that you have to wear. You can't let it wear you. Again, from the house of Gucci, Gucci Guilty Absolute. So this next fragrance on the list is a fragrance that I really enjoy, and it's none other than Sultan Vetiver from the house of Nishane. I'm telling you, this fragrance right here is Vetiver, 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 Vetiver. And the reason why I say that like that is because it does have 4 different types of vetiver in it, guys. So when you first smell this, it is just vetiver heavy, and it's like that from top to bottom. But see, the thing about this one is not only does it have that vetiver, it does start to dry down into kind of a sweet vetiver. It's not a sweet scent by any means. It's nothing like that. But it's kind of like when you first put this on, it is a bit pungent with that vetiver. It's very, very woody, mossy. But if you like vetiver, you're going to love this. But like I said, as it starts to dry down, it does get a little bit of sweetness, and it does become a lot more pleasant than when you first spray it on. But the reason why I say that this is a classic gentleman manly scent is because it is rough. It's rugged. It has that strong presence. It's going to give you that strong presence when you wear this. It's going to turn heads. Even if people don't give you compliments, they're going to enjoy this. They're going to look at you like a boss. And just like I said with Gucci Guilty Absolute, this is a scent that you have to wear. You can't let it wear you. But I'm telling you, if you love vetiver, this is the scent for you, guys. This is one of the best vetiver scents out there, in my opinion. Vetiver is one of my favorite notes in fragrances, and I just love it because it is manly, it is masculine, but it has a sexy, classy vibe to it. You gotta dress this up. You can't just go out there and put on some basketball shorts and a t-shirt and think you finna rock this. No. You gotta at least put a polo on, tuck it in, have you some nice shoes on, you know, have your hair looking nice, have a watch on. You gotta look nice when you're wearing something like this. Like I said, you gotta wear this. You can't let it wear you. But again, from the house of Nishane, Sultan Vetiver. All right, so the next fragrance we're gonna talk about is a fragrance that is a bit more wearable. and it's from the house of Dior, and it's Dior Eau Sauvage. All right, so this one right here is more on the fresher side. You know, it does have some rose, it does have some citrus notes up top, which are very prominent, you know, and it does have some juniper, and it is a bit spicy. You know, you got the pink pepper, you have the coriander. But see, the thing with this one is, although it does have those fruity notes up top, you know, the citruses, it does have the juniper, it does have the rose, it is fresh, it still has that classic gentleman vibe to it. That scent character that's just like, when you smell this, you may think like, oh, that's something that my dad would wear or my grandpa would wear. It still has that. But with that citrus being infused in it, those fruity notes being infused in it, and then with it having some amber, some musk, it does give it somewhat of a modern classic scent. It's not too old school. But when you smell this, you're going to get that vibe. You're going to get that classic, manly, masculine vibe from this. But it has that freshness, has those fruity notes, it has those floral notes in it that makes it a bit more wearable than the other two that I talked about. Again, from the house of Dior Eau Sauvage. All right, so the next fragrance we're going to talk about is probably, I would say, number 2 in the line of John Varvatos for me. And it's none other than John Varvatos Vintage. This fragrance right here is a fragrance that it has one of those scents that when you smell it, it's almost like it hypnotizes you guys. And I know that sounds crazy, but it has that effect on you, that tobacco, that tonka, you know, it really makes you feel almost like you're just instantly put in a calm mood. Now, this is a fragrance that, you know, if you smell it, you may say, okay, there's something that my dad would wear. There's something that my grandpa would wear. But that's going to be a cool grandpa. That's going to be a cool dad if they rocking this. Even look at the bottle. Like, if you can dress like the way the bottle is, dark colors, maybe dark brown, all black, something like that, right? And you put this on, you're going to steal the show. When you pass by wearing this, dressed nice, people gonna turn around and break their necks trying to see, man, who is it that's smelling like that? This right here is confidence in a bottle to me. Now, although it does have that tobacco-y scent, and it really does have an authentic tobacco scent. Like if you ever just smell someone after they just got done smoking, that's kind of what this is. But don't let this scare you away. Don't let it scare you away. It smells like that, but it's surrounded by some herbal notes, you know, and then it has some sweetness infused in it, guys, and that just makes this such a unique scent. It's kind of like, I can smell that smoky vibe to it, but it's like, I like it. It smells so good. Very classy, very classic, very manly, guys. I'm telling you, you have to wear this with confidence. You gotta put on all black or some dark colors and put this on. Not too heavy, just put a little bit on, maybe 4 sprays, and just see the magic, guys. Just see the magic. I'm telling you, this right here is an amazing release from John Varvatos, and I'm going to forever have this scent in my collection, forever. And on top of that, it's very affordable, very affordable. As always, I'm going to link it down below so you guys can go ahead and pick it up. So coming at number 2 is from the house of Creed, and that's Creed Viking. Man, oh man, let me tell you, this is a fragrance that at first I did not like. I didn't like it because I got kind of sucked into, you know, the gossip about it, and at the time that it was released, it was kind of like people were thinking that it was supposed to be matched to a Ventus and things like that. But this right here is nothing like that. It doesn't even have that scent character, right? This is a classic scent. Now, Creed does have another classic scent that I feel is better than this, but I don't have it in my collection, which is Boys to Portugal. I feel like that one is part of the ultimate classic manly scent. But right now, this is what we're talking about, okay? So this one up top is citrusy. It is minty, a little bit of spiciness going on. It has a really nice opening to me. which is something that a lot of people don't like about this fragrance. But like I said, over time it grew on to me as I started to really smell that pink pepper, that mint, you know, and those citrus notes. I'm like, man, this really is a good fragrance. But then that lavender starts to kick in, those woody notes starts to kick in, and it actually does get somewhat of a creamy vibe to it, and it just becomes, you know, a nice, creamy, smooth, spicy, masculine, classic scent. I really enjoy this fragrance, and I know people really don't accept this fragrance from Creed, but for me, I feel like it's one of their best releases. Why? Because it's different. Most of those fragrances in that line are easy to wear. I love that line. Creed is one of my favorites, but this one right here just took a whole different direction. And you know, that's what we want in the fragrance community. We want something that's different. We don't want something that's gonna smell like everything else. And this definitely smells different. I love it, I love it. But this one is expensive, but I'm going to try to find the cheapest price I can and link it down below. But this one right here, if you like, you know, that freshness, but you like it infused with some spiciness, it does have a mint note in it that is prominent. It does have lavender, which is another note that is one of my favorites. If you like that, you know, kind of a creamy, fresh, classic scent, this is definitely going to be for you guys. Again, from the house of Creed, Viking. All right, we're down to the last one. We're at number 1. This scent right here was actually released in 2020, okay? It's a scent that is a flanker. Now, the flanker is a classic, like it's legit a classic from, I believe, the 90s or maybe the 80s or something like that. And they re-released a flanker to it, you know, 20 years later, right? And it's none other than Pasha de Cartier Parfum. All right, so this is a flanker to the original, right? The original is very classic. Like, that is like legit. That's what your grandpa's gonna wear, right? That's what your grandpa, we're not even talking about dad. Like, that one is grandpa all the way. But it's not a bad scent at all, but it's not that wearable at all either. But let me tell you, when they came out with this one right here, you know, 20 some years later, they hit it on the head. Like, they mastered it. Like, this is basically the original. It still has that classic, you know, kind of old school manly vibe to it, right? But this one right here is infused with sweetness, with booziness. I'm telling you, it has kind of like a balsamic resin to it. If you look at the color of the juice, that's kind of what it smells like. You know, even the bottle looks kind of classic, you know, just, you know, if you just look at that. It's almost like a borderline barbershop scent, but it's a bit too sweet, a bit too balsamic to say that. But to me, this is just an amazing scent, guys. It has that liquor note in it. It has some green notes in it. I mean, it has tonka in it. It's just nice. And like I said, if you smell the original, you know, it kind of has that rough, you know, rough, rugged, kind of old man vibe. I'm telling you, it's like they took that fragrance, right? And it's in here. It's like it's in here, but they just kind of infused that sweetness to it, that darkness to it, and just made it a very sexy scent. Like, this is not only manly, it's not only masculine, but it's sexy, it's classy. And this fragrance right here, I feel, is going to get you a ton of compliments. Although it does have that classic vibe to it, it's going to get you compliments. It smells so good. I mean, and for the price too, oh wow. This smells amazing. This smells amazing. Let me go ahead and spray this in the air real quick. I know I'm over here overreacting with this one, but oh, it smells so good, so sweet, so warm and classy. Just wow. I'm telling you, you gotta pick this up. I'm definitely gonna link this one down below so you guys can purchase this. This is just, woo. It even has somewhat of like a candy-like vibe, like cacao or something like that in it. Now that I'm smelling it, I sprayed it. This fragrance is just great. It's great. I'm telling you, it's great. It's great. It's great. Again, from the house of Cartier, Pasha de Cartier Parfum. All right, so that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any scents that are not on this list that you feel are very manly, very classy, very classic, Go ahead and leave it down there in that comment section and let your boy know. And if you like any of these, go ahead and let me know how you feel about these. So if you like the video, go ahead and give your boy a thumbs up. And that's it. Take care. Peace.